Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa runs, and we are doing a qualifying run with Malaysia. So these are the groups. I have changed a couple of the teams, quite a lot of the teams actually, because some of the teams like Qatar, for example, I keep playing them all the time and I'm just bored of playing the same teams. So I figured I'd switch it up massively this time, and I've kept the bigger teams in there as well to make it challenging. But we need to randomize the groups. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're in a group with Syria, Vietnam and Kuwait. I will take that any day for Malaysia. I think that's a brilliant group. It's not too difficult like this one for India. India really got shafted in that one. And it's not too easy either. So yeah, fantastic. And before we start, my gameplays are always on Legendary on this game on 2010 because it is the best and most fun way to play these qualifying runs. This is our first match of our Asian qualifying run, and it's our first step into finding out how good Malaysia are on this game. But like I said, I played them around about 4 years ago, and that was a standard run. And to be honest, it might have been on a lower difficulty as well if it was on 2019, sort of 2020 time. I believe that I think I played on professional back then, and then I slowly bumped up to world class, and then went to legendary sort of thing. So yeah, let's see how Malaysia do in this one. He's trying to go through here, and he's turned away into the box. And that might be a penalty. It is. There was a lot of slide tackling in the box, and Syria have given away a penalty within the first 15 minutes of the game. Will that be a sending off? It is a sending off. That's not good for Syria. And you can see there the player went on the floor there, and then another one slid in, and then it was just carnage from there. And Syria are really now in a lot of trouble. And it is 1-0. Thankfully we scored. And that is 1-0 to Malaysia. Abdul Razak has scored. I think, for some reason, I feel like I've heard of that name before. I don't know why. It just feels like I have. Maybe I played this game too much and, yeah, you know, the names are just stuck with me now. Come on, this is great play from Malaysia. Pushing forward here, Zainal. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. But he's going to be blocked. But hold on. It's off the post and in. What a strike. And that's 2-0 to Malaysia. And it's Abdul Razak again. 22 minutes in and we're 2-0 up. It deflected to me. A nice shot first time. And luckily it hit the post. I think the goalkeeper didn't really know what was going on. He just left it. Mahad Saleh, he jumps over that challenge. Gets clipped. Back up to Zainal. Crossed in. And punched away by the Syrian keeper. That was a little close for comfort. Remember, they are down to 10 men, so of course we're going to have a lot more chances. It's going to be half-time with the score at 2-0 to Malaysia. A little bit of a shock here. Syria are probably the strongest team in the group next to Kuwait, and Vietnam are sort of the minnow, kind of like us back in 2010. You'd expect that Kuwait and Syria would get out of this group, but you know, that's what we're here to do, shake things up. Tackled by Misbah. And it's to Abdul Razak. Over the top here to Maya Yudin. I don't know if I said that correctly, but he's going to cross this one in. And it just hits the top of the bar as it goes out. Those kind of crosses, like, one day they will go in. I think it has actually gone in once before. The AI do it quite a lot against me, but I mean, for myself, I think it's only done it maybe once. We have been so impressive defensively and attacking wise as well. It's been incredible for Malaysia. That's going to be another red. Syria knew that he was going to score when he was going through, and that's another red card for Syria. Imagine if Syria came back into this game with 9 men, but they're not going to do that because we dispossessed him. Abdul Razak is going through. Oh my goodness, what was that? What was that? Over the top. That was a good ball. Headed. Oh, it's just gone wide, sadly. And it's going to be game over. What a win for Malaysia here. It is 2-0 against Syria. Fantastic start. It was strange because we scored goals when Syria were at full strength. And then when they went down to 9 men, we just couldn't break past them. Very, very odd. Syria defended better. when they had 9 men than they did when they had 10 or 11. Our next match is away from home against Kuwait. When I went back to the menus, Abdul Razak picked up an injury in training, which is so frustrating because he did really well last game. So we've got to play with someone else. So I don't know how this is going to go. Kuwait, again, are probably one of the stronger teams in the group next to Syria, but they drew 0-0 with Vietnam. Juma is going to cross this one in for Kuwait. And will it be a goal? No, straight to me. Hold on. He just hit that out of nowhere. And it literally flies into the back of the net. Been a game where it's been defence, defence, defence for both teams. We've both had shots though. Here comes Almateri. Here comes Yarag. Or whatever his name is. It's headed away. Honestly, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. I'm going to get yelled at in the comments. It's half time and Malaysia and Kuwait are drawing 0-0. Very fair game, to be honest. Either side should be maybe 1-0 up by now. But both goalkeepers and defences are doing the job. That's a good through ball. I think he's found his way in behind. No, I'm just a little bit too eager to go around the goalkeeper there. Kuwait into the box and caught. Again, a weak attempt. That's not going to go past my keeper. 88th minute. Can we do anything here to nick this game away from Kuwait? No, with passes like that, absolutely not. 1 minute of added. I think it's going to be 0-0, which is still decent. It will still mean another point, and that will be 4 points in total. But oh, I don't know. I feel like we're a little bit wasteful in front of goal. Also Kuwait as well. 0-0 here. Not too bad. Not too bad. It was actually a fairly decent 0-0 draw. Our third match away from home is going to be against Vietnam. This should be a very good game. Vietnam are also, I believe, currently unbeaten in this group. They have 2 draws. They just drew against Syria in their last match, and I believe that was a 0-0. So they could pen us back here and maybe get a draw if they defend well. Quite surprising that Malaysia and Vietnam are in those top 2 automatic places to go through to the next round, but anything can change. And that's a bit of a poor clearance from Vietnam, and oh, what a save! The strike was nice, but the save was even better. Go on, through ball here. There's a massive gap. Azemi, oh, again. Just need to get these shots underneath the keeper if we can. Crossed in. That's a really good one by Vietnam, but it's dealt with. And they're coming close, but we need to, when we go for on goal, actually score. Otherwise, they'll make us pay. We are away from home. Someone said to me in the comments that made me think the other day that, you know, this game has a very strong home field advantage kind of mechanic. And I think that probably rings true because of the altitude system, they call it. So maybe that's what it's disguised as. Because, like, a lot of people have picked up on the fact that I'll breeze past opponents at home, but away from home, I'll struggle like there's no tomorrow, even against the minnows. And yeah, I would probably agree. And here we go. I think I just got fouled in the box. And oh, how was I not gonna? Well, A, how did I not score that? And B, how was that not a penalty? It's half time and it is 0-0. We are away from home, so we are struggling. Our shooting isn't that great at the moment. Not as clinical as we've seen in the previous game against Syria. We have fallen off a tiny bit. So now, cross that in. Oh, come on. That's a good interception. And it's rolled in for 1-0. What a nice strike that was. It just literally glided into the back of the net. And Abdul Razak has scored to make it 1-0 to Malaysia. Taken away there. Great interception. And then just carefully rolled into the bottom corner. That was a really lovely strike. Oh, taken away by Azemi. That's brilliant by Malaysia. This could be a prime sweat opportunity. And it is. It's 2-0. That mistake in the midfield area has cost Vietnam dearly. And Mohad Saleh has scored to make it 2. Just a simple sweat goal. We had to do it, really. I mean, I would have been foolish not to. Cross that in. And the header was not met. But taken away. And That was a weird deflection and it just rolls in. That was the weirdest shot in the world. It almost felt like he was going to miss that, but instead it hits the post and goes in. And that was unlucky the long shot didn't go in, because I felt it could have done. And then obviously the defence was nowhere to be seen. And yeah, it was a deflection. So we'll let Vietnam off for that. But Malaysia seemed really good at intercepting the ball in those areas. Great challenge. Fantastic battling here from Malaysia. Can we put one in here? And it's gone in. That's fantastic. That was all thanks to Mayayudin on the left-hand side there of the pitch, getting into that position after the interception and then crossing the ball in for his teammate. And that is 4 against Vietnam. Brilliant. Absolutely amazing for Malaysia. They've got goals in them now. And that is going to be it. A 4-0 victory for Malaysia over Vietnam away from home. That's fantastic. That's 7 points on the board. And I'm sorry, Vietnam, I had to do it. You know, I had to do it. I know you guys were unbeaten before you came into this game, but hopefully you can pick up your campaign against Syria and Kuwait. It would be nice if Malaysia and Vietnam both went through to the next round, because Syria and Kuwait are the stronger of the 4 sides in the group. So, you know, it would be nice to have a little bit of a shock. Alright then guys, we are at the halfway point and this is how your table is looking like. So Malaysia are top. We haven't even conceded a goal yet. We've scored 6. We've got 7 points. We've had 1 draw, but that's still good. We're 3 points ahead of Syria and 5 points ahead of Kuwait and Vietnam. I think one more victory would definitely seal qualification into the next round, I think. If you want to have a look at the other groups that's going on in the group of death for India, Australia and Iran are currently the leaders to go through to the next round. Saudi Arabia have a chance, a legit chance. India have a very, very small outside chance. They need to get 3 wins in a row to do anything, and I don't think India are going to do it. In Group C, we have China absolutely dominating with 9 points. Tajikistan, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka are all fighting for that last automatic place, and currently Tajikistan are holding it. In Group D is Japan, top of that one. Uzbekistan with 5 points in the 2nd place position. Iraq got 4 points, they're just behind, and Taiwan have got 0 points. So again, they're kind of like in a group with like India, just not as harsh. And in Group E, you've got both Koreas with 7 points there, but North Korea are top on goal difference. Thailand are just behind, but they could do it if they start winning games. I think Afghanistan, though, are done for in that group. Another match against Vietnam. This time we are at home for this match. Go on, over the top. I can see it. That's a brilliant ball. We still got it. Go on. Oh, that wasn't hit very well, but that could have been the first in like the first 3 minutes. So now he's got it here. Running into the box. What can he do? Cross that one in. Header. Oh, good save that time. We still got it. Keeper tried to get me. Oh, blocked by the defender. I have a feeling in the reverse fixtures that Kuwait and Syria will come back stronger against me. So we've got to win this match, just to give ourselves a little bit more of a cushion going into the final 2 games. And that's a brilliant goal. And that is a 1-0. And it's a Mayayudin with the goal to make it 1-0. And he deserves that goal. He's been quite good out on the wings for Malaysia. So bagging himself a goal here, that's nice to see. Malaysia on the ball. Good save. And it's struck in for 2. I didn't think that would actually be on target. Usually when you do that, it goes flying over the bar. And that's 2 for Malaysia. And that's within the first 18 minutes of the game. And that's just unlucky from Vietnam's perspective. Here comes Vietnam. And they scored. Okay, that's the first goal that we conceded. And Lee Con Vin has scored to make it 2-1 now. Are Vietnam on the comeback trail? It's half time and Malaysia are leading 2-1 over Vietnam. If we can get this result under our belt, then we should be okay to go through to the next round. We'll have 10 points, and I've always said that 10 points or so is usually the benchmark that you want to hit in these types of groups. Go on, Malaysia. That's just gone straight in. I didn't expect that. And that is 3-1 to Malaysia. Mohad Saleh again with the goal. And, well, I mean, I went for the shot and I didn't expect him to just score like that. The keeper should have done way better. Usually they save those, but obviously that time there was an exception. Oh, it's a good through ball, and here comes Phan Tan Bin. Can he do it? Oh, just got him in time before he shot. He should have probably taken that shot a little bit earlier. Might have reduced the lead that we have on Vietnam. Over the top. Mohad Saleh. That's in. That's 4. Another 4 goal against Vietnam. 4 goals against them. Although this time they scored 1 against us. And that is perfect for Malaysia. What a ball. And just struck it. And it went top bins. Lovely. And that is a victory again for Malaysia. And that should seal qualification into the next round with 2 games to spare. And that is another victory for Malaysia over Vietnam. Good victory. Now we only have 2 more games remaining. And like I said multiple times, it should be enough to go through to the next round. Our next match is away from home against Syria. And they will be looking to try and get some sort of revenge for the last result they had against us. I mean, it was their own fault. They went down to 9 men and conceded 2 goals against us. So I think they'll be a lot stronger here at home. That is your table. As long as we beat Syria or even draw against them, then it's enough. I think it will be 100% enough. But our goal difference is strong. It's super strong. 10 goals to 1. You love to see that, especially from a smaller team. Go on, through ball. Zinal. Is he through? He might be. Does he have the pace and the strength? Might have to lay this one off. No. Syria knocked me over. And they were lucky not to concede another penalty. Referee, I literally just tackled him normally. I don't really see how that's a penalty. The referee symbol came up like when the player was already on the floor. Like he was thinking to himself, oh yeah, actually that is a penalty. And that's in from Syria. And that is 1-0. Okay, Al Hussein has scored. And we've got some work to do. Oh, slide tackled, and yeah, the referee's given a penalty. A penalty at the other end this time, and Syria could be in big trouble for this one. And no, nothing. Okay, fair enough. But we have the chance to equalise. And Radzak scores to make it 1-1. And 2 penalties in this game. And yes, 1-1. So how many more penalties can we both concede? Through ball, Abdul Radzak. Is he going to do it? He's probably our top goal scorer in this campaign, and he's put us 2-1 up against Syria away from home just before half-time. Abdul Radzak makes it 2-1. It was a nice strike as well, just to move away from the keeper and just put it into the bottom corner. It's half-time, and it is 2-1 to Malaysia. If we can get this result, it is 100% signed, sealed and delivered. The reason I say that is because obviously there would have been a very slender chance of the other 2 going through. If, say, for example, Syria beat me like 5-0 or something, and then Kuwait do the same. It would have been unlikely, but knowing this game, it could have done it. So, yeah, that's why I had to hold my horses a little bit before celebrating that we're going through to the next round. Syria cross it in, and that's a header that's actually gone in, and that's 2-2, and that's Al Zeno with the goal, and he just got over my defender and headed it in. Equaliser for Syria. Did say that Syria would come out here at home fighting, and that is definitely what's happened in this match. But yeah, we've done well to get the 2 goals. It could be a third. Oh, great save. But no, he couldn't keep it out. And that's 3-2 to Malaysia. And we get the goal back as quickly as we lost it. There's a through ball, and now Zeno is pushing his way through. Can he find an equaliser for Syria? That is an equaliser. He crossed it in, and that is Shabo with the goal, and that's 3-3 in this match. Very, very entertaining. 3-3. I don't mind situations like this when I've already technically gone through to the next round. I love the kind of back and forth we're having here, me and Syria. It's a through ball to Rab. He's going through. Can he do anything for Syria? He crosses it in, and it's headed away. This could be a 3-3, perhaps. I don't know, though. It's a through ball. Mahad Saleh. Can he do it? He's surrounded. Can he do it? I'm trying to find a way. Still got it somehow. And that was so lucky. That deflection almost carried it into the back of the net. 3-3 it finishes, and that was a hell of a game. A really, really entertaining game. The best match of the video by far. Malaysia have made it into the next round from the celebrations there, and that's brilliant. I love that. We conceded quite a fair few goals, but we still haven't been beaten yet. So, yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, we've got one more game to play, and that's a nothing game against Kuwait. Final match of the group then is going to be against Kuwait. We are back at home. This is more of a training match for us, you know, a friendly match, if you will. But for our opponents, it's a big match. They need to beat us in order to go through. This is your table. Look how close it is. Even Vietnam could nick that last spot, that second place spot, if they want to, with a win over Syria. It is possible. Brubal, Abdul Razak. Where's the keeper going on that play? And that's 1-0 already in the first 10 minutes of the game. Abdul Razak again being absolutely unreal in this qualification campaign so far. I hope he's like that in the second phase of it, or the last phase, if you will. Because we're going to start facing some bigger teams. And here we got a little bit fortunate with the groups. I mean, it could have been bad, but Syria and Kuwait haven't been playing that well. And of course, Vietnam back at this point weren't really the greatest, were they? Go on, over the top. Mahad Saleh. He's going through for a tap in, perhaps. Well, it was an own goal in the end, and that's really unfortunate because I actually tried to score legit, but Kuwait have just scored an own goal because he just couldn't get rid of the ball. Still no update from the Vietnam and Syria game, so I don't really know what this means for the group. It was very tight to begin with. I knew that Vietnam needed a win. That much I knew, but the others I just can't remember. If it remains as a draw. Syria have taken the lead over Vietnam very late on in that match. So as it stands, I think Syria will be going through with us to the next round. And we just tackle Kuwait here. Vietnam instantly equalised though. That's a bit strange. Straight away, they must have centre rushed them or something. And that is going to be it in our game. We won 2-0 over Kuwait. And I think I spoilt Kuwait's chances of going through. Unless the draw means nothing. I'm fairly sure Vietnam and Syria just drew 1-1. So this is how our group finished in the end. And it was Syria that managed to get into that second place spot because they got a draw. And that dragged down Kuwait's goal difference as well. So yeah, congratulations to Syria for making it through with us. We go unbeaten in that campaign, almost perfect. We had 2 draws, but hey, that's still pretty good for Malaysia. In the other groups, we have Australia and Iran going through in Group A. And in Group C, we have China and Bangladesh going through in that one. I can't say I'm too surprised because the level of teams below China, you know, anybody could have got through in that group alongside China. In Group D, Japan and Uzbekistan go through. Iraq miss out by a point. That is heartbreaking for Iraq. And in Group E, we have both Koreas going through there. South Korea pipping North Korea by a point to take the top spot. Thailand did try, but they were just too far away. And in the next round, this is our group. We have Australia, Syria again, Iran and Uzbekistan. That's gonna be a tough little group. And in Group B, it's kind of the same situation. We have South Korea, Bangladesh, China, Japan, and North Korea. So Malaysia and Bangladesh officially the smallest teams left in Asia qualifying. So we'll see how Bangladesh and Malaysia can get on in the next video. And in the other group stages as well, it's not really kicked off yet. It's a bit too early, so we'll review them in the next video. But if you did enjoy this video with Malaysia, our first part of our qualifying campaign with them, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.